Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Poke Sue channel and the guitar ladder system. Look at the back on this LH700, folks. This one looks great. And every time I play it, it just blows my mind because when you play it, you can see the flame on the back of the neck, and it's really beautiful. There's just a little bit of unevenness under the fretboard right here. No big deal. This guitar is amazing. Most 700s are not this beautiful. They're all great guitars, but some of them are much better than others, and this one really has a sound. And when I play it, I feel like I'm playing a $6,000 L5 or something. But anyway, what I want to talk about today a little bit is why the guitar ladder system works, and this is a very tough thing to explain. I don't know if you can hear this LH700. This is a new one, all solid hand carved wood, violin voice top, like the old Epiphone master belts. Can you hear that? Incredible. But I want to talk about why the guitar ladder system works. First off, if somebody tries to explain to you exactly what music is, then they don't really understand it because it's kind of a mystical thing. The reason the guitar ladder system works is because, like, I studied with Joe Pass when I was in my early 20s. I'm going to be 64 this month. I studied with Joe Pass when I was in my early 20s, and he used to say that, improvisation is the key to musical growth, and he used to say working standards is the key to musical growth. But I think what he really meant, because he wasn't the most verbal guy in the world, is that chordal improvisation. He unfortunately, he was in jail for a long time, so he had a lot of time to practice. But I think what he was really trying to say was that chordal improvisation is the key to musical growth because it allows your musical ear to absorb many different colors of music. And so that's why in the guitar ladder system you get 240 studies plus the secret Horace Hatchett files. And those studies all use different combinations of the 10 systems of improvisation. So like if I just do cycle 1, you don't have to use your intellect to hear what's going on. You can hear that smooth voice leading, and you don't have to stop and analyze this and figure out, because great music doesn't stick to strict diatonic form. There's about 10 systems of improvisation, but great music transcends definition. And the way for you to expose and grow your musical ear is to play these different things. It's almost like if I try to explain to you what the color silver looks like, there's no way I could explain it, right? It's impossible. Kind of the same thing with great music. You need to expose your musical ear to the different colors you can create through different systems of improvisation. Even great players like Eric Johnson say, yeah, compositional skills are based on improvisational skills. So like for cycle 1, you can see what I'm doing here, right? And you can, it's easy to see the common tones, the smooth voice leading, small interval skips. And you can hear it just sounds musical, right? This sounds very musical, right? And there's no need to overanalyze it. And the reason the guitar ladder system works, folks, is because we don't overanalyze it, okay? I've sold my course to people with master's degrees in music, and they've said, yeah, I'm in a box, I can't improvise, I can't compose. The left brain is very slow. The left brain tries to put everything into a cute little category or a little formula, and that's not how you learn music. The guitar ladder system not only has very musical studies, but I've learned how to teach the subconscious mind or the musical ear in the best way for you to absorb it. And part of this is the science of neuroplasticity, which is really interesting. It's the way that you learn that gives you the most results by not insulting your subconscious mind with a bunch of formulas and this and that and left brain and you have to do this. Like if you fill your mind with too many rules, it's going to kind of get brainwashed and be very kind of regimented and mechanical. You need to expose your musical ear to musical ideas, and those musical ideas, your subconscious mind will then assimilate that and start comparing this study to this study, and will actually begin to unfold your musical awareness. So the guitar ladder system not only has 240 beautiful chordal studies and some single note work, but the real growth comes from the chordal studies. And then you also get the Secret Horse Hatchet files. Put code SZ109777 in the comment box, or just email me that. You can order it at steveszookguitars.com. But folks, I know what I'm doing. You can. This is not an ego trip. You can go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook, read the review of my CD. You can go to stevezook1.bandcamp.com. That's stevezook1.bandcamp.com. Listen to some of my compositions, and that CD is reviewed at Vintage Guitar Magazine online. I know what I'm doing, folks. I've got 40 years of research into this. I've sold over 8,000 courses, and seriously, I had guitar students that had growth that was so unbelievably strong. It was almost seemed a little supernatural. I'm not just making this bullshit up like it's bullshit, okay? It actually is the real thing. I had students where, they had very little musical talent, but yet the growth that they had was unbelievable. Because I never even knew about the science of neuroplasticity until I ran into it a few months ago. I can't remember how, and then I realized, well, wow, that's what I'm doing with the guitar ladder system, because I'm approaching your subconscious mind. I'm seeding your subconscious mind in the best way for you to have tremendous growth. And part of that is not focusing on results. Part of that is just having a positive attitude while you go through the studies. And they've actually proven through neuroplasticity, the science of neuroplasticity, that you create new neural pathways, and there's actually like a save switch and an open switch when you approach learning this way. When you approach learning without pressure, when you approach learning without putting some rigid, strict left brain approach like formula on it, when you approach learning in more of a relaxed, just joyful, stay in the moment, don't try to figure everything out, don't try to put everything into a cute little formula, your subconscious mind absorbs it like a sponge. It's kind of like pouring water, onto sand. It's going to absorb it, as opposed to pouring water on a rock. It just rolls off, right? So not only are my studies extremely musical and teach you the 10 systems of improvisation, which will allow you to learn to improvise and compose, but also the way that I teach you cooperates with the science of neuroplasticity and how to create new neural pathways. But you have to trust the material, you have to trust yourself, and you have to let go of the need to control. You have to let go of the need to put music and learning into a cute little formula. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but again, great music does not stick to one thing like diatonic or intervallic or symmetry or secondary dominant or contrary motion. And my studies introduce these different forms of improvisation to you. I introduce them to you within the context of a great cycle. Just to give you an example, like intervallic, I have a study like this. So you're doing major sevenths and perfect fours. See. But my point just being is that, isn't this great? The back of this 700 sounds so good, folks. This should be $6,000, but anyway, it's a beautiful guitar. But anyway, my point just being is that it's by exposing yourself to these different systems of improvisation, these very musical studies, that your ear just starts to wake up, and your own subconscious mind is so powerful. It doesn't need cute little formulas, in order to begin to get it. I mean, I'm gonna turn the light switch on in your mind to understand music on a very deep level. The guitar ladder system is very, very deep, but what's really cool is it's very, very simple to use. I'm not going to bog you down with a bunch of theory. I know all that stuff, but I discovered through 40 years of teaching that it's waking up the musical ear is as simple as watering a plant. It's as simple as giving a plant really, really good soil. We don't need to put it into a category. So I teach the right brain. I teach the subconscious mind. It really works, folks. Like I said, I've had students that just had miraculous results, almost like they were born into a more musical family. And that's not sales, marketing bullshit or marketing fluff. It really works. That's why I've sold over 8,000 systems. I do not send all 240 studies at once. I spoon feed you a little bit at a time because it's more effective that way. And if something within you if you want to discover your own musical ideas deep within your mind, order the Guitar Ladder System. You can order it at stevezookguitars.com. If something about what I'm saying is resonating with you, you feel like you're a little stuck, you feel like, you want to discover your own musical ideas within, my suggestion, don't overthink it. Just go to stevesatguitars.com, order this system. It's thousands of dollars of material for only $199. And also, if you order right now, you get the bonus material, the secret Horace Hatchett files. He taught Howard Roberts. Howard Roberts started the Musicians Institute in North Hollywood, one of the most successful music schools in the world. Also, right now, if you order, I'm going to enter you into a contest to win, possibly win a Dirty 30 Recording King with a solid top bone, nut bone saddle. But the bottom line, folks, if you love music and you're an intermediate or advanced player, and you love music, and you just want to shave years off your progress, and you want to discover your own unique musical ideas within, you want to discover your own unique musical point of view, because I really believe that. I believe everybody is unique. That's from a creation of the universe or God, or whatever you want to call it. Everybody is unique, and everybody has unique ideas, but you got to discover those ideas, and to discover those ideas, you need to familiarize your unconscious mind with the different colors of music, the different ways to create tension and resolution, and that's what the guitar ladder system does. Folks, this is the real deal. I know what I'm doing. Like I said, you can go to vintageguitar.com, read the review of my CD by Mr. Stephen Stone. Go to stevezook1.bandcamp.com, listen to some of my compositions. I don't have the fanciest website in the world. I don't have the fanciest presentation, but many people have told me they think I have the best material in the world. There's even a guy writing a book right now that's including me in his book. But anyway, if you really want to learn to improvise, if you want to learn to compose, if you want to discover your own musical thoughts deep within, if you want to approach learning guitar in a way that will shave years off your progress and really give you those tools to understand how to improvise, and then and just wake up your musical ear and kind of turn the light switch on, my suggestion is, if you're feeling something resonating here with what I'm saying, follow your hunch. Order the guitar ladder system. It's thousands of dollars of material for only $199. You can order at stevesatguitars.com. It works. This is my life's work, folks. If you need a few samples before you can make a decision, email me, pokesue@gmail.com. But a lot of people end up getting a few samples. They put it on the back burner. They forget about it. This is a major game changer, folks. I've got 40 years of research. I used to study with Joe Pass when I was in my early 20s. I've studied with Horace Hatchett, who taught Howard Roberts, who started the Musicians Institute. I studied a couple lessons with Ted Green, who almost everybody did. Well, actually, a lot of advanced players took a few lessons from him just to kick themselves up a couple notch. But anyway, if you really want to make musical growth, if you want to, shave years off your progress and begin to understand the 10 systems of improvisation on a very intuitive level, the guitar ladder system works. There's nothing like it on the planet, folks. So if you want samples, pokesue@gmail.com. If something I'm saying is resonating with you, follow your hunch. You're going to be glad you did this. I'm going to give you an 8-year membership. I give you a little bit at a time. You can get the course done in a year, if you really want to, but it's better if you take your time and really absorb the material. So this really works, folks. And yeah, this 700 is available. It is absolutely gorgeous. It looks great. Like I said, there's just a little bit of unevenness at the end of the fretboard under here. It's very minor. Wouldn't worry about it. But yeah, I've sold a lot of 700s. This is one of the top 1 or 2 I've ever had. And the back of the neck has just got tons of flame. And I haven't even played this probably an hour, and it still sounds this good. See, it's starting to ring out now. Hear that ring? So anyway, if you really want to make growth on guitar, don't overprocess it. Follow your hunch. Follow that whisper in your mind. Go to stevesatguitars.com, order the guitar ladder system. You'll really be glad you did. If you feel like you need samples, send me an email, pokesue@gmail.com. But the reason that the guitar ladder system works is because I seed the subconscious mind. I give your subconscious mind the material in a way that doesn't bog it down. It'd be like, let me put it this way, it'd be like if you put dirty oil in your car, oil that was really dirty and had a bunch of crap in it, your car wouldn't run very good. It's the same way with your subconscious mind. You don't want to clutter up your mind with a bunch of formulas and this and that and a bunch of left brain stuff and try to put music into a cute little box. Music is a gift from the universe. But in order to understand it, you need to expose your musical mind, your subconscious mind. You need to seed your subconscious mind with musical material. And then your own subconscious mind will begin to understand, oh, this color, this major 13 can connect a 7 sharp, 5 sharp 9 to, and you'll find people email me all the time. They're like, yeah, all of a sudden I just started noodling and started playing something really cool. I have no idea where it came from. That's I call that the subconscious release. Like once you begin to work the guitar ladder system, if you follow the some of the science of neuroplasticity, keep a positive attitude, don't focus on results, stay in the here and now, trust your own unconscious mind. Like I said, it's really interesting. The science of neuroplasticity says when you approach learning this way and you don't put everything in a box and try to put it into a formula with a bunch of rules, when you approach music that way, your subconscious mind actually has an open switch and a safe switch, and you begin to develop new neural pathways. And it's interesting, you look at some of the best players ever, like Wes Montgomery, and they didn't learn a ton of theory. Now, I'm not saying theory is bad. It's good to understand things, but I've discovered you don't need to learn a bunch of formulas. I mean, great players like Wes Montgomery learned to play by ear. He didn't even read music, but he explored his instrument. He explored improvisation. He explored the colors of improvisation, and it's a really interesting thing. So anyway, hey, this 700 is available. It sounds unbelievable. It's $19.99. I sell it for $14.99, which any trustworthy dealer will. It comes with a beautiful $200 case. It sounds unbelievable. It's got a really nicely flamed neck. But yeah, folks, if something's resonating within, my suggestion is don't overthink it, because you have so much to gain. It's thousands of dollars of material for only $199. You order at steveszookguitars.com. The guitar ladder system is an innovation in learning. It gets rid of all the bullshit. I only give you what you need to get the maximum results. It works, folks. The guitar ladder system is what you're looking for in an innovative system that will open up your musical ear, help you discover your own musical thoughts within, and give you a quantum leap in learning and get you to a place that you'll never get to without it. It's really true, folks. All right, you can order at steveszookguitars.com. If something's resonating here with what I'm saying today, I suggest you just go to steveszookguitars.com. Order this system. You're going to really be glad you did. It's thousands of dollars of material for only $199. And like I said, I've had people tell me that they would have paid, $500 or $1,000 for the same material. But obviously, that's why I've sold a lot, because it's a couple $100. Well worth it. I get $100 an hour for private lessons. I don't have time to do it anymore. But if you really love music and you really love guitar, you want to discover your own musical thoughts within, okay? You want to discover your own musical thoughts within and discover your unique musical point of view. My suggestion is don't even overthink it. Follow your gut, follow your intuition. Go to steveszookguitars.com. Order the guitar ladder system. You're going to love what you discover, and you're going to get a lot more joy in your playing and writing. Take care. Bye-bye.